So happy morning, dear friends. We are all back again on a Sunday morning on our journey within. So today's journey within is going to be a little longer than usual because the intention today is to go deep down under the layers of all our embedded emotions and try and reach to the core of our source, right? Last time we had done one meditation, which was the balloon meditation, if you remember, where we had tried to remove all our negative emotions, all the emotions which are troubling us. We were trying to send it one by one into a balloon, and then we made it fly away. So that can be done with very, very known negative emotions which we know of. We know that we are angry today on somebody. Okay, I want to send this out. Or I'm frustrated due to something and I want to remove it, let it go. So those are the superficial known emotions which are very recent or which we are aware of. But my dear friends, these emotions are all stored in our astral body, or you can just say in our subconscious for that matter. And they could have been stored there since ages. Means it could be your childhood, way back in your teenage years, even before that in your childhood, when you were a toddler, or even before that when you were not even born, even when you were in your mother's womb. There could be some emotions, some memories there which are embedded in our subconscious and which are still troubling us today. And obviously, if we try to remember, we will not be able to reach there because these are very distant. And if I'm not wrong, these emotions could have been traveling from our previous lives, which are embedded in these astral bodies. Remember, I told you we are more than one body. We are not just the physical, we are the energy body, which you all understand where this prana circulates when we do our meditation. And beyond that is the astral body where all our emotions are stored, right? Our feelings, desires, emotions are stored. Desires of all our unfulfilled desires, maybe, and then whatever we have gone through, maybe in this life, maybe when we were small, maybe in our previous life, or now even emotions of your parents, their unfulfilled desires, emotions of your ancestors. So all this is stored in our subconscious. And our subconscious is much deeper than our conscious superficial mind. So in our meditation, we are going to try and those emotions can come up and be causing certain issues in our life today for which we are not able to find any reason. We say this so often, don't know why this is happening to me. I haven't done anything wrong to anybody. Why is this happening to me? Okay. So we generally, so many times we say that. And then we blame the entire thing on our destiny or on our kismat, meri to kismati kharab hai. This is my destiny. So that's a very easy way out. But today we are going to go right to the core, find out where all these emotions are embedded in us. And through our meditation, we are going to try and I will not say remove them. I would say we would embrace them. We would connect to them. We will sort of accept them. These are our emotions. We will accept them. Give them our own love. Give them our own energy. And then you will see they will pop, like soap bubbles. Soap bubbles. Bache khelte hain with soap bubbles. Hum bhi khele when we were small. We used to blow bubbles. And then you just poke that bubble, it goes pop. And it's gone. So similarly, we are going to go into the core of all our emotions and try and pop them one by one. So whatever is happening in our life today could be because of these embedded emotions, as I said, right? So what I was saying that, see, we all have these emotions. So we can't say that hamare mein to emotions hai nahi. We all have these emotions. They are all human emotions. So as I said, all sadness, negative wale, fear hai, grief hai, sadness hai, या फिर पॉजिटिव वाले कंपैशन है, लव है, ओके, काइंडनेस है, ये सब हमारे इमोशंस है. बट हम जनरली नेगेटिव इमोशंस से वी गेट वेरी स्कैर्ड ऑफ आवर नेगेटिव इमोशंस एंड वी ट्राई टू रन अवे फ्रॉम देम. We don't express them. They are either repressed, suppressed inside us. And then these lead to a lot of emotional illnesses in us. So these emotional projections come into our relationships also. Sometimes you'll realize that you're in a very okay mood, but one tiny thing which somebody said just triggers you and there's an outburst. Sometimes you're also ashamed of the way you have reacted to people, you have reacted to certain things. So we are unaware. And then we are embarrassed also that how could I do this? But it's not just happening randomly. It is because of all these embedded things inside you. So today we are going to embrace each and every emotion. We will welcome them. Okay? And these bundles of emotions which are embedded inside us, they are packed, stored in our emotional psychic minds, or as I said, our astral body. So they are staying there like uninvited guests, and they can come up anytime. So वो जो गुस्सा एक सेकंड में आ जाता है, it is there embedded already. वो बाहर कहीं से ही नहीं आ रहा. So it can just come up anytime, in the morning, evening, afternoon, when we are talking to our friends, our family members, our colleagues. So we get really shocked and surprised that this is not me. Ek second we were so peaceful, and a slight trigger, we've transformed into something else. It's because we have been suppressing these emotions, and then suddenly we express them on each other in a very ugly way. So today we are going to go into a very beautiful method, which is of awareness, holding on to each of these emotions in our meditation, acknowledging them, not rejecting them, not excluding them. But as I said, we take them as tiny soap bubbles and we're going to poke them and we're going to make them pop. Right? So how easy it is to blow them off. I'm saying easy. It's not just going to happen in one day. You will have to do this practice repeatedly till you find yourself more in the center. We're generally very fearful of them. We are labeling them as negative emotion, and then we deny them. With our analytic, rational mind, we generally deny them. And then we pay a price for them on our relationships, on our health, on our financial conditions. And then we say कि हमारे साथ क्यों हुआ, हमने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं था. So today we are going into this beautiful method. These emotions are all inside us, embedded, layers over layers over layers. So सबसे superficial is irritation. So the minute that irritation starts coming into you about anything, sometimes even unknown people, you're just sitting across and something about them is irritating you. Randomly, without any reason. You don't even know them. So that is most superficial. And then the others are down and way below. Do you remember the chart I had showed you? I'm going to show you that chart once again just now. That chart I had showed you. So anger, helplessness, guilt, shame, fear, panic, rage, remorse, and deep grief. These are all our lower limiting emotions. But today, what I'm going to add to this is when we touch the deepest layers of these negative emotions, we will find nothingness, emptiness. So this is going to be the, I'm just giving you an overview of today's meditation. This is going to be the complete structure. We will go into that void. We will go into that emptiness. So our journey within today, we are going to go deep down into these layers of our embedded emotions, into that emptiness, into that void. Now, what is that void? That void is what we have been trying to avoid all these years. all these lifetimes. That's the great emptiness. Void of respect. We feel we are not respected. Void of freedom. We've always nursed some kind of feelings. Oh, we don't get freedom. Maybe as a child, you did not get freedom. Maybe when you grew up, you did not get freedom. When you got married, you did not get freedom. Maybe at work, you're not getting freedom. That void is being created inside us. Void of love, of approval, the most common void, the void of self-worth. So after all these voids, we generally start accepting that we are not worthy of ourselves. That depression starts coming in. Even the tiny voids of simple hugs from your parents, the simple touch, the little kiss on your forehead, that void can also develop into a cancerous negative emotion inside you. We have carried this over years. And today we are going to face those voids, whisper something to them. And then once we have accepted them, we have embraced them, a beautiful portal is going to open, which is going to go towards our inner source, the source which is within us. We've heard it so often. God is within us. I also keep saying the light is within you. Why don't we see it then? Because it is all covered by these embedded emotions of ours, which we have been carrying over lifetime, and from our childhood, maybe before we were born. I mean, I cannot pinpoint, or you will not be able to pinpoint ye kahan ka emotion hai, unless you go into regression. Okay? So we are going to today land into that source, dive down into that source, going deeper and deeper into these layers of our emotions. As if, imagine an ocean. Ocean is so turbulent ऊपर से. Itna guchar puchar hota rehta hai upar, right? But if you go into the center of the ocean, it is calm. So when we are going to go through these emotions, through this turmoil, we are going to go into that void. And once you have the courage to dive into that void, to jump into that void, you will be suddenly transported into your inner source. You will fall into your own magnificent self. That is the center of your being. All positive emotions are there: love, joy, peace, immense gratitude, abundance. Okay. But we are just afraid of these superficial layers. If we are going to gather the courage, we go to the bottom, touch base there, go deep down, your grand self awaits there. It is within you. So already, it's easy. It's not going to be difficult. It's absolutely fascinating. Are you all ready now?
Yes.